Hey, welcome back to Pluralsight. In this module, we'll be covering implementing basic forensic procedures. I'm your instructor, Christopher Reese. Let's go ahead and get started. Now in this module, we're going to be talking about digital investigations or collecting digital evidence for a forensic level investigation, whether it's a crime, a hacking attempt, and so forth. So we're talking about such things as the order of volatility, okay, the order of which we capture information and why it's important to do it in a very pre-described fashion. We talk about capturing a system image, network traffic and logs rather. We'll talk about capturing video, whether it's video of ourselves and what we're doing, or if it's video of a surveillance nature, perhaps of the crime or of the perpetrator of that crime. We'll talk about recording the time offset, again, why it's important. We'll talk about taking hashes, all right, whether it's collecting a file, a folder, or an entire disk. We'll take a hash of that information to make sure that it is, in fact, the original, and we can prove whether it's in a court of law or just as a matter of record that it is an exact, untampered with copy. We'll talk about taking screenshots and how that factors into our investigation. We'll talk about witnesses and the role that they play in developing evidence. And then we also need to discuss tracking man hours and expense, because at the end of the day, we all need money to do our jobs. We need budgets and so forth. So these types of things, making sure we have a close accounting of what we put into an investigation and what that costs, allows us to forecast and budget accordingly. We'll talk about the chain of custody, again, crucial to an investigation, why that's super, super important. And then we'll talk about big data analysis and how that is changing the face of how investigations are conducted.